I do not want you guys thinking this is a motivational talk. It's really not. But I can't help but talk about certain things that happen around me that I think if I can just talk about it, the people around me can benefit from what I have to say based on what I've learned, based on the people I've been around and how they've helped me to shape my perspective and how I handle certain situations. So this is really it. I need you guys to be very, very careful of who you take advice from. I need you to be very careful of who you have to remember, right? Who you allow the greatest influence over your life is whose results you'll eventually mirror. It's simple. If you want ackee, you're going to go to an ackee tree. If you want breadfruit, you're not going to go to a mango tree. I don't understand how so many people are allowing people who, one, don't have their vision, two, don't understand their mission, three, do not want to go the same place that you are looking to go, but at the same time, well, not four, but at the same time, you are allowing them to influence your decision making in the same arena. No, that isn't making much sense to me. But then I have to remember that not a lot of us were properly taught how to make decisions. A lot of us weren't taught how to remove our emotions from making certain decisions. A lot of us weren't taught how to not allow. We weren't taught to know who to seek advice from. And so what we do is, because we know that certain people care about us and we know that they have our best interest at heart, we allow them to influence our decision making, not realizing you're trying to use, well, as they say, you can't use blood to make wine, or maybe you can, I don't know. Here's what the problem I have recognized is. So many of us are in a situation where we have some gigantic plans, like I'm talking about some massive dreams, huge. And we are in an unfortunate stance where our spouse, maybe it's your husband or your boyfriend, maybe it's your girlfriend or your wife. For a lot of us, it's our parents. For some of us, it's people that we give a lot of trust to, like some really close friends or other family members. And what is happening now is that we are sharing with these people ideas that they themselves weren't looking at, or they themselves did not believe is possible for them, that they don't understand. Why are you thinking like that? Why do you believe that these things will happen for you? Who are you to think you can achieve those things? We are sharing our plans, our goals, our ideas, our wants, our desires with these people that are now coming back to us to say, Alric, I think you're being greedy. Alric, you're being stubborn. Alric, don't do that. Too many people are doing that. Alric, don't do that. That's not going to work out for you. And we are asking for directions from people who have never been the journey. We are asking for guidance from people who have no expertise in the area that you are seeking research. You cannot take advice from a blind person. A blind person cannot walk you down. And if you're blind, you're probably listening to this, or by chance, if you're beside somebody and someone is watching this, they really like blind people because they have like heightened other senses that you can learn from. The point I'm making is, we oftentimes ask for directions from blind people. And that's something that we need to be very cognizant of, who we are going to dig for information. It's not everybody you can ask everything, my friend. My daughter, my son, my uncle, my auntie, however you'd like to categorize yourself. You have to be careful of who you allow to put information in here. You have to be very careful of who you allow to put information in here, because whatever information you allow in here is what you will output. And if you take trash from people, do not believe at any point in time that you will be producing anything that looks like gold. You just won't. You have to remember that your brain functions like a I was about to say calculator. Your brain functions like a calculator. Right? If you put in foolishness, foolishness will come out. You have to ensure that you're putting in the right information. If it is that there's something you do not know, what you want to do is to first ask yourself, what exactly are my goals? What exactly are my plans? Where am I looking to end up at the end of the day? And you identify what you want the situation to look like when you've gotten there, and you detail it down to the T, down to the color, the date and time, the type of people. Whatever the situation is, exactly how you want it is how you detail it. And then what you want to do is now to locate people who have done it already and they have the fruit on the tree in that area. They have the expertise. They have first-hand experience, and those are the people you will seek out to say, okay, I see that you have these results. These are some of the results I'm looking to attract. I'd like, if it's a possibility, I could potentially earn from you a sit down that, I could be able to ask you some questions and you could give me some guidance on what did you do to get where you are at. And you may ask for a recorded discussion, something you can probably go back to 6 months from now, a year from now, and listen to and say, okay, this is what the person said. Okay, did I complete all of these things? That I got a checklist. Have I done all of these things? And that's where you go. You go to people who have the answers, not to people who you are emotionally inclined towards. Your best friend who's broke can't give you advice. Your parents who have never built wealth can't tell you how to get rich. No matter how you love your mother, your father, your big brother, your big sister, if they are broke, do not take advice from them on how to build wealth. If your mother or father do not have a fruitful marriage, you should not be taking relationship advice from them. If you are trying to become a track star, you can't take advice from a person who has never even been on a track. That don't even begin to make sense, and a lot of you are doing it. You're doing it, and you're torturing yourself. You're taking advice from all of these different people about all of these different things, and none of these people have any form of expertise in the area. There is a syndrome, I don't remember what the name is, but it's like the least you know about a particular thing is the more you think you know. And the more you become educated in the area is the more you realize you don't know. And so the people that don't know much are always the quickest to speak on it. Oh, I know about that. Let me tell you about it. Oh, I can tell you exactly about it. And they have zero expertise in the area. You want to be very careful of these people. Because their only purpose is to help you to crash and burn. Waste your resources, waste your time, waste your energy, waste everything that you've done so far. Back to square one. That's where they will put you. If you allow yourself to keep taking advice from people who are not qualified to be giving advice. And also, I probably should mention this also. It goes for you if you're watching this. If there is somebody out there that is looking for expert advice in a particular area and they come to you and they ask you a question. This is something I talk about so often. They come to you and they ask you a question. If you do not have first-hand experience, if you do not have the expertise in that area, do not offer the person advice, please. Say to the person, I don't think I'm the best person to ask that question. It's a great question though, but I don't think I'm the best fit person to answer that. You might want to seek out somebody who has done it before, somebody who knows exactly what to do, what not to do, what to look for, where to go, what to engage, what to avoid, what the situation is. You don't want to be giving advice on something that you do not know about. You're hurting people. That's unfair to them. It's also unfair to you when you ask somebody information hoping that they know and they give you information that they do not have. You, as much as them, have to be careful of how you do these things. You send people to crash all the time. Remember, what you want to do is first, identify the results that you're looking to have. Identify the results that you're looking to have. What do I need to have at the end of the day in fine details? Then you seek out somebody who has proven results in this area. You do not have to know the person. You can write an email, you can write a physical letter, you can visit an office, you can ask to see the person. You can book an appointment, right? And that's how you get information from the experts in the field. Once it is that you have the information that you are looking for, you then now put the information that you've got into action. You can easily write back to say, okay, thank you for having that meeting. I did this and this so far. I think I'm having this challenge. If you're able to offer me some additional advice on what I might be doing wrong, whatever the situation is, the person don't want to meet with you, that's fine. Whatever idea that you come up with, more than likely someone does come up with something similar. But if it's like something you want to invent, you can still figure it out, because everything in this world that has been invented obviously has been invented, and so you just need to keep going until you figure it out. So if you can't get anybody to give you the advice that you need, well, figure it out. But figuring it out doesn't involve asking questions from persons who can't help you. It's like you are hungry and then you turn to somebody who's homeless and on the street eating out of a garbage can to ask them how can they help you to start earning money so that you can afford food. And that person is in the same situation. It just makes no sense. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this video short. Thank you for listening. If you watch this all the way through, be sure to like, share, subscribe to this channel because I have a lot of incredible content coming your way.